Sports betting has become a popular activity among the youth in Ghana, with many seeing it as a source of income due to the potential for substantial winnings. However, some end up spending all their funds on betting because of frequent losses. In response to this, Alex Kobina Stonne, CEO of Nkrataasem.com, along with his organizing team, initiated the Nkrataasem Sports Betting event. The goal of the event is to promote and educate bettors and betting enthusiasts on safe betting practices. The event was sponsored by 22 Bets, Givers Herbal Center, Gig Energy Drink, Vanscope Real Estate, Bensfield Company, and St. Philip Enterprise. The event took place on August 10, 2024 at the Accra Metropolitan Assembly Conference Hall. It featured notable speakers such as tipsters, journalists, and lecturers. Attendees registered as they arrived for the highly anticipated event. The event was hosted by Natalia Andoh, a counseling psychologist and broadcast journalist.
Okay, and you know, you've been invited your brand ambassador.
Alex Kobina Stonne delivered the opening statement, giving attendees an overview of what to expect.
As we've decided to get into sports betting, it's very necessary that we understand the rules and regulations, the culture. We need to understand it. We can't just say 18 years and above and leave it at that. Some people do not understand that risk management is involved. There's a lot to study. So firstly, I give everyone a warm welcome officially and would love to let you know that we will definitely learn something before we leave.
With support from brand ambassador Miss Eunice, Ankrah, Noel Nutsugah, a lecturer and head of the Public Relations Department at the University of Media, Arts and Communication Institute of Journalism, UNIMAC-IJ, spoke on risk and funds management in betting.
You can't win more than the betting company. Manage your risks, set aside your budget, okay? And it is true, the most active population in the betting industry are men. The women are getting in there. A lot of women, I see a lot of beautiful ladies do the betting as well. But majority of the people who do it are men. But you should also know that majority of the people who face a lot of responsibility socially, all right? Socially, a lot of responsibility faces men. So there is the need to manage our risks some more, okay?
He emphasized the importance of having a budget for betting activities to avoid dipping into essential funds. He also advised that bettors should not invest in betting if they lack knowledge of the sports or event. He suggested that attendees take breaks when experiencing losing streaks. Next, Professor E.K. Wallace, a broadcast journalist and head of sports at Adum Cluster, discussed responsible betting practices. He urged bettors to set personal limits and avoid betting under the influence or due to the external pressure, as irresponsible betting can lead to financial problems, relationship issues, mental health concerns, and addiction.
Gambling can't be a source of income, but every person is different. Betting can't be your capital. I wanted you to have a look at the definition of what a game is in the dictionary. When you look at game as a noun, verb or adjective, it has a lot of explanations. You have to understand that anything about gaming has some element of manipulation to it. That's what makes it a game. And you can't take it too seriously. Realize someone who wholeheartedly supports a club with their soul and spirit. They can't even eat when this club loses, and it affects all of us. Some lose a bet at work and can't even get their story straight. We all get affected, so I plead with you not to use betting as a source of income. Seeking help when needed is important. There are people who have already been on the journey you're about to embark on. So when you decide to go on that pilgrimage, just listen to them first.
Renowned tipster UNIMAC-IJ provided insights into the fundamentals of sports betting and the understanding of odds. He advised attendees to use the right strategies in their betting as it can be approached as a business.
There are numerous calculations done with pen and paper to work out the games, and that's what makes it business.
You understand?
There's something called the Poisson distribution. Do we have people that studied mathematics here?
He cautioned against the belief in a sure bet and encouraged bettors to set targets at the beginning of every football season. He also shared how betting has significantly transformed his life, but emphasized that it should not be approached with greed.
You can literally buy a Rolls Royce with betting. I'm the one telling you this. Yeah. When you get to certain stages, you can win so much from the betting companies that you just get bored.
Yeah.
Everyone who knows me knows that the last big game we won was in November, 20,000 odds.
Last year November, 20,000 odds.
If I arrange a 20,000 odds game for you for 5 years, I'm not sure we can even win 4 out of them. But if I should get you fouls, 2,000 odds, I, Leomo, can put my hand on my chest and say we could win more than 1,700 of them. You understand? That's my strength. Do you know your strength? What's your strength? Over 1.5? So if someone tells you that betting is never a business, it's not a business for someone who doesn't know what they are doing. Do you know what I do? If you come to my home, I have a place I just go when I wake up. It's more than someone's office. It's like a hall. It's got 3 flat screens, 70 inches each, on the wall. A huge AC. I have an office chair that I bought for $1,000 that I sit on in order to do my betting analysis. It massages me. Isn't that work? Yeah, betting is a business.
It depends on how you approach it.
It depends on how you approach it. When I started betting, I used to stake 1 cedi. Someone introduced me to it. Yeah, 1 cedi. My breakthrough was in seasonal odds.
The final speaker, Enoch Smith, another renowned tipster, focused on betting strategies and psychology behind betting. He shared effective strategies and emphasized that betting is not linked to anything spiritual, saying, "Betting is not evil. I am a pastor and even my senior pastors pray for me to win my stakes."
Leomo said something. He said anyone who says betting is evil is a liar. As he said, I'm a pastor. My head pastor sometimes calls me in front of the congregation, anoints me with oil and prays for me to win bets. He prays for me just like the crowd here, so I can win bets. The Bible talks about bringing our filthy money into the house of the Lord. You are the ones that see betting as a filthy endeavor. Or if someone talks about it, don't be deceived or swayed. I have not seen a verse in the Bible that talks about a bet on a Man City versus Manchester United game being a sin. Or that's a sin. Or is it a sin to win a betting game? When you go to church, what God talks about, the spiritual things, they exist. The prophets will talk about it, but the physical stuff, those that bring money into your pocket, won't we eat? If someone says betting is a sin and will send you to hell, tell them to go to their own hell. We'll go to ours.
He also advised against focusing on long bets and using all one's income to place bets.
This season, don't focus on long bets.
Don't focus on it.
It's one thing that I want to take notice.
Don't focus too much on long bets because
it usually fails. So try to embrace much more data.
In conclusion, Alex Kobina Stonne provided additional insights on odds and further sensitized attendees on safe betting practices. He warned against being deceived by Nigerian tipsters who claim to offer fixed games, explaining that they often use multiple Telegram groups to extort money from their followers by providing different score lines in each group.
I'm not trying to condemn anyone's business. All I'm saying is that I don't believe in fixed games. I don't believe in that. As for me, I make analysis, and I believe in them. I believe in them more than being told about a fixed game. It does happen. I'm not going to say fixed games don't happen, but it's never close to us. In fact, we have to accept that fixed games don't get to us. After the football administrator has made a stake, there's no way he's bringing it to you. Do you buy boots for his players? It's a fact. We just have to accept it. He's buying boots for his player. Say he signed Mbappe. He's been unveiled with Chelsea sold and all that. The team is going to play a preseason game. It's Real Madrid. He decides to say, let's just throw this game. It's just a preseason. Let's just take it 3-1. The game is fixed. Are you, the ordinary man, aware? And then you sit somewhere and get convinced you've gotten a fixed game from a tipster.
Expressed skepticism about betting on fixed games, noting that the outcome of these games are not easily given out. The event ended on a high note with the Jamal group led by Langabell energizing the atmosphere with their performer. In a post-event interview, attendees expressed their appreciation for the knowledge they had gained to guide their betting activities and looked forward to attending the event again next year.
Chairman, what's your name? My name is Anthony. What did you learn here today? Well, I've learned a lot today. At least I've learned about risk management because I'm a student. Being here today has helped me a lot because I've realized I need to categorize my money and set aside specifics for betting. It would be my loss if I didn't show up today because sometimes we keep chasing our losses and we find ourselves in trouble scenarios that we shouldn't be in. This event has helped me a lot. I know exactly how to go about betting as a student now. What's your name? My name is Sion Raymond. Where did you come from for this event? I'm from Accra. So what did you learn here? Oh, I've learned a lot. I've been following betting since day one. It used to be great at first, but every time I invested my energy and effort, it just went to waste. So I heard of the program organized by Kobina Stonne, and I was overjoyed and glad because I keep trying several times and the losses keep compounding. And we are losing hope. But I just realized the program is the first of its kind in the entirety of Africa. So when I realized Kobina Stonne put things together for this event, I knew I had to be here, even if it was at the ends of the world. I knew I had to force myself to get here. The discussion and submissions from Lil Mo, Enoch Smith's teachings and Professor, who I usually listen to on radio, I've learned a lot. The transport fare that got me here from my hometown is definitely worth it. I haven't lost anything. I've learned a lot and will definitely work with it as time goes on. We've learned a lot here today and it's going to help us win games and make profits so we don't lose our capital. Have you ever won a betting game? Oh yeah. Has Kobina Stonne ever helped you win a game? Oh yeah. Kobina Stonne has gotten me some wins before. In fact, I came here with money I won from a bet I staked. So when I got that win, I knew I had to show up here today because I gained a lot from betting and I had come to learn more and get much more bigger wins, like the likes of Lil Mo and the rest. So what would you like to say to Kobina Stonne? I want to say God richly bless him because he's done really well. This hasn't happened anywhere else in Africa. It's the first of its kind. You do find some in the UK and the US, but I'm not sure you would find 10 countries that have hosted such events. Today, Ghana is one of them, and the world has seen it, a way to get the youth to financial freedom.
Speakers like Limo GH praised the event's organization and suggested it should be held annually before the start of each football season.
It being the first program,
Being the maiden edition, I didn't expect to see such a large crowd. The whole place was full and all that. So we are hoping that this can be done annually at the start of every season.
And then not only in Accra, because on social media, I heard some people saying, when are you guys coming to Kumasi? When are you guys coming to Takrade? When are you guys coming to Sunani and all that? So we could do it big for everyone to get a share. But this being the first program, no, I think it's been exceptional. It's been exceptional.
How do you view the questions from the audience? Well, people have learned a lot today. And based on their questions, it was clear that there were certain things that they had no knowledge about. But after the questions and answers, they definitely learned a lot. So this is a program that I can confidently say has helped a lot of people, those who were present and those who listened live on Adom FM. Do you see betting as evil? Some did ask the question on whether or not betting is evil. What are you telling Ghanaians about betting? Betting isn't evil, as I said. It depends on how you approach it. If you see it as a business and take it step by step, I spoke about patience when it comes to setting up games and betting. So those who see people on social media making huge stakes and all that should understand it started from somewhere before getting to where they are now. Even if you have a meager amount, divide it. 1,000 CDs can turn into 100,000 or 200,000. But it's not like using money meant for rent to go all out on a 3-odd stake. That's the day you will lose. The knowledge a lot of people attain today is crucial. Betting isn't evil, but it definitely depends on your approach. If you don't listen to those teachings and decide to stake game with someone else's money, the repercussions might make you think betting is an evil endeavor. But if you bet responsibly, it's different. Even in trade, when a trader sells and no one buys, it leaves them depressed, and they see it as a huge loss. That's something people should understand.
Nkrataasem Sports Betting event promoting safe betting practices and educating bettors for a responsible betting experience.